Chapter 16. 16.1. Qualities Blessed Ones. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 1. Shri Krishna spoke, fearlessness, purity of thought, the part played by acquisition of correct knowledge, Gyan Yog, charity, self-control, taking action, yajna, study by self, austerity and simplicity. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self speaks. Shlok numbers 1 to 3 of chapter 16 may be read together. 16.2. Qualities Blessed Ones continued. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 2. Non-violence, truth, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, absence of malice, compassion for all beings, non-greedy, gentleness, modesty, innocent hesitation, and steadfastness. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self speaks. Shlok numbers 1 to 3 of chapter 16 may be read together. 16.3. Qualities Blessed Ones continued. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 3. Vigor, magnificence, forgiveness, tenacity, purity, cleanliness, non-jealous, non-envious, not vain. The above qualities exist in a person who is born in a good family and is spiritually blessed, O Bharat. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self speaks. Shlok numbers 1 to 3 of chapter 16 may be read together. 16.4. Bad person's deficiencies. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 4. Pretense, vanity, egoism, anger, harshness and ignorance, these are deficiencies of persons born with devilish character, O Parth. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self speaks. Shlok numbers 4 to 17 of chapter 16 may be read together. 16.5. Bad person's deficiencies. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 5. Those born with good qualities, set out in Shlok numbers 1 to 3 of this chapter, may attain salvation, moksha. Those born with bad qualities, set out in Shlok number 4 of this chapter, may lead to bondage in the material world. O Arjun, you should not grieve as you are blessed with good qualities by birth. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self speaks. Shlok numbers 4 to 17 of chapter 16 may be read together. The above statement of Shri Krishna was intended to remove the fear or apprehension of Arjuna of not obtaining higher spiritual levels after death. 16.6. Bad person's deficiencies continued. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 6. Two types of living beings exist on this earth, good and bad. I, Shri Krishna, have already described the good qualities, O Arjun. Now you will hear about the bad persons in detail. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self speaks. Shlok numbers 4 to 17 of chapter 16 may be read together. 16.7. Bad person's deficiencies continued. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 7. Bad persons do not know what is correct and what is not correct. They lack purity, lack good behavior, and truthfulness does not exist in them. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self speaks. Shlok numbers 4 to 17 of chapter 16 may be read together. 16.8. Bad person's deficiencies continued. Universe real contents real. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 8. They, bad ones, say that this world universe is unreal and without any stability. This world universe has no creator and maintainer controller Ishwar. The world universe has not come into existence for any specific cause. It is due to sensuous, sexual pleasure. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self, speaks. Shlok numbers 4 to 17 of chapter 16 may be read together. The viewpoint of the demons bad ones stated in the above shlok has more than one part. Although this part of the reasoning is unscientific, impractical, and an incomplete observation of the facts and events. The universe with all its contents exists as a fact, can be seen, felt, tested depending upon one's power of reception. The entire universe world since time immemorial has existed with its various parts, planets, etc. Mere belief apart, even the theory of evolution of life on this earth shows higher forms of life. When this earth is millions of years of age, some souls at some time could have reached the highest level. The life and history of Sri Ram and Sri Krishna, both alter egos of the Brahm creator Ishwar, are proof enough of the existence of the Ishwar Brahm. The view that the world exists only for sensuous pleasure is also not correct. Both in the ancient past and the modern times, there is proof of multiplication of material bodies. Grafting and use of cuttings from one plant to grow another was common. Similarly, the amoeba, single-celled creature, divides itself to multiply. Further, cloning, test tubes, babies, etc. in the modern times do not involve any male-female relationship. A fish laying 20,000 eggs, and without prior mating. This phenomena has been ascribed to reasons of security in numbers and continuity. It appears that multiplication is an innate quality of life, more for reason of security in numbers and continuity, fear of extinction. Please see number 5 of ch.-14. 16.9. Bad persons' deficiencies continued. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 9. These people cling to their viewpoint. Their souls are dead, insensitive, they are ill-informed. They are born for extreme actions to cause harm and damage to the world. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self, speaks. Shlok numbers 4 to 17 of chapter 16 may be read together. 16.10. Bad persons' deficiencies continued. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 10. Such people work out of bad motives resulting in evil in the society. They are controlled by the never-satisfying desire longing under swollen ego and empty formalities. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self, speaks. Shlok numbers 4 to 17 of chapter 16 may be read together. 16.11. Bad persons' deficiencies continued. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 11. Such people are filled with vicious cycle of unlimited longings, desires, which end only with their death. Their highest goal is sense gratification. Thus, this is definitely so. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self, speaks. Shlok number 4 to 17 of chapter 16 may be read together. 16.12. Bad persons' deficiencies continued. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 12. They want to amass wealth, being trapped by hundreds of longings, desires and ambitions, anger and lust. They resort to unfair and unjust means. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self, speaks. Shlok numbers 4 to 17 of chapter 16 may be read together. 16.13 Bad person's deficiencies continued. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 13. Any one of such persons will say, I have achieved this day. I will fulfill my desire. This is already mine. That money will also be mine in future. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self, speaks. Shlok numbers 4 to 17 of chapter 16 may be read together. In this shlok, Shri Krishna is further detailing the thinking and the thought processes of the bad ones and about the material appetite of certain persons. 16.14 Bad person's deficiencies continued. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 14. Any one of such person will say, I have killed this enemy. I will kill other enemies also. I am Ishwar. I am the indulgent enjoyer. I am successful. I am strong. I am happy. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self, speaks. Shlok numbers 4 to 17 of chapter 16 may be read together. In the above shlok, Shri Krishna is disclosing the increasing tendency born of ego and ambitions or self-conceit which leads to a boggled, impacted consciousness and a swollen head. Extremes of arrogance and baseless confidence cause one to think oneself as all-powerful. The above condition of the impacted consciousness may exist for a short period of time. Factual situations giving rise to such arrogance can exist. For example, only an innocent goat in front of a cruel man with a long and sharp dagger to kill the goat. Although the soul in the above-natured person is also the fragment of the Brahm but has been blemished by the trio, i.e. the effects of the attributes caused due to nature, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. The above shlok clearly lays down that for anyone to claim that he is the Brahm, Aham Brahm, will be a wrong. 16.15 Bad person's deficiencies continued. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 15. Any one of such person will say, I am rich. I am born in a high family. I am surrounded by rich relations. Who else equals me? I will perform the fruitive, sacrificial fires, havans. I will give fruitive charity. I will enjoy life. Such persons are deluded due to ignorance. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self, speaks. Shlok numbers 4 to 17 of chapter 16 may be read together. 16.16 Bad person's deficiencies continued. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 16. They are under the spell of different thoughts and therefore under the web of ignorance. By being under the influence of endless desires, longings, they sink full of pity into the hell. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self, speaks. Shlok numbers 4 to 17 of chapter 16 may be read together. 16.17 Bad person's deficiencies continued. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 17. Under false confidence, egoism, haughtiness, swollen-headed by wealth, perform the sacrificial fires, havans, which are in name only. They are hypocrites and violate the rules recognized practices. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self, speaks. Shlok numbers 4 to 17 of chapter 16 may be read together. The word yajna has been given the above meaning in view of its context. 16.18 Bad person's deficiencies continued. Ishwar speaks. Verse number 18. Under the influence of vanity, egoism, power, hypocrisy, anger and desire, become envious of the Brahm although their bodies have a fragment of the Brahm's soul. Comments. Shri Krishna speaks as the Brahm. In the above shlok and similar shloks, the persons who have evil tendencies, bloated egos etc. are referred to. They are not conscious that the soul in their body is a fragment of Brahm Ishwar in view of the impacted consciousness of their souls. Above category of persons have a tendency to resort to action which moves downwards from bad to worse. Therefore, because of their bad acts, followed by worse actions, they have to go down in the quality of life. 16.19 Bad person's deficiencies continued. Ultimate result. Ishwar speaks. Verse number 19. Such persons who are crude and their actions are vicious and are envious of the Brahm, they are sent down to the lowest of the demonic lives. Comments. Shri Krishna speaks as the Self, the Brahm. 16.20 Bad person's deficiencies continued. Ultimate result. Ishwar speaks. Verse number 20. Bewildered persons with demonic character keep taking birth in lower and in still lower categories of life. They can never reach the Brahm or his abode. Comments. Shri Krishna speaks as the Brahm. 16.21 Bad person's deficiencies continued. Ultimate result. Ishwar speaks. Verse number 21. 3 ways consisting of desire, longing, anger, and greed lead to the gate of hell. These blemish the soul. Therefore, these 3 vices defects should be given up. Comments. Shri Krishna speaks as the Brahm. 16.22 Bad person's deficiencies continued. Ultimate result. Ishwar speaks. Verse number 22. Those who are rid of the 3 vicious ways leading to the darkness, by their actions, benefit the soul. Such persons attain the highest level, O son of Kunti. Comments. Shri Krishna speaks as the Brahm. 16.23 Bad person's deficiencies continued. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 23. The person who does not follow and practice use the knowledge information after study and rather acts whimsically, he is deprived of the success and happiness. He does not attain the highest spiritual level. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self speaks. 16.24 Knowing Dharma. Shri Krishna speaks. Verse number 24. The guiding factor to know as to what is right and what ought be done or not done, the guidance should be obtained from the evidence of knowledge after study. In this life, one should go on discharging one's duties in accordance with the knowledge information after study inclusive of material on the subject matter. Comments. Brahm's alter ego Shri Krishna, the second self speaks. The above shlok has reiterated what has been stated in the earlier chapters. Please refer inter alia to shlok numbers 15, 39, 48 to 50, 53 to 56 of chapter 2, 9 of chapter 3, 1 of chapter 4, 1 to 4 of chapter 5, 2 of chapter 6. This will include study of Bhagwat Gita and also include study of particular materials on the subject matter in hand. The word Shastram has very large number of meanings in dictionaries.